Hey guys, today I'm going to be sharing 5 different recipes all using crescent dough, and I went ahead and planned it out for like a full day. We did not eat all of these in one day. I made them over a few different days, but I wanted to share a breakfast, lunch, snack, dinner, and dessert. So 5 different recipes, all of them using crescent dough. Let me go ahead and take you down to my counter and we will get started. Sausage, cream, cheese breakfast is ready to go. Makes a great freezer meal or just with scrambled eggs in the morning. We are going to start by browning up some breakfast sausage. This is just a little 1-pound package. Now that my sausage is done, I am adding in an 8-ounce block of cream cheese. I turned my heat down to low because I do want to melt this up and get it really nice and combined with the sausage. You could go ahead and melt this in the microwave, but I figured I've already got my skillet. I don't need to dirty another bowl. It'll just take a little bit longer to melt in this pan. Okay, my sausage and cream cheese are nicely mixed together. No clumps, the cream cheese is completely melted. I've got my oven preheating to 350 degrees. I am spraying a large baking sheet. I am using 2 cans of crescent rolls. So the first one I am going to just lay out on the bottom, and I am going to pinch the creases in to make it one full sheet. I'm going to spoon my sausage mixture on top. I'm taking my other can of crescent dough and we are going to layer this on top, and then we're gonna try to pinch together all the edges. Okay, I melted about 2 tablespoons of butter, and I am just going to spread that over the top of my dough. And one of my favorite parts is the everything but the bagel seasoning. So I am just sprinkling that generously because we love it. You could use a different type of seasoning or no seasoning, but we really like this, and I'm just sprinkling it all over the top. My oven is ready at 350, and I'm gonna bake this for 25 minutes. Once your sausage bake is out of the oven, let it cool for a little bit, and then you can just slice it into little squares. These are also really easy to freeze. Just pop them in a container, and you can just take them out and heat them back up in the microwave. The pizza bombs for lunch, my kids say yes every time. These pizza bombs are so easy to make. I've just got myself a little assembly line. Your kids could help you make these for lunch. I am just starting out by getting each triangle into its own little muffin cup. I love using these silicone liners. It just makes cleanup easier, and it's less likely that anything is going to stick to the pan, and you'll get everything out just fine. Next up, I'm adding just a little spoonful of pasta sauce into each muffin cup. Then we're gonna add in 1 piece of pepperoni. I had 2 pieces of white cheese that I cut into 4 individual pieces. So I've got 8 total, put 1 in each cup, and now I am topping with another slice of pepperoni. And we are just going to cover these up, just tuck in the tops and the side the best that you can. And we're going to sprinkle a little bit of Italian seasoning on top. Now we're going to bake in a 350 degree oven for 10 minutes. Okay, my pizza bombs are done, and I just wanted to show why I love using these silicone liners. They just pop right out. Everything is cooked thoroughly. No gooey biscuit mix anywhere. My kids are always excited for lunch when I make these. I figured I would cut it in half so you can see the cheese has melted, and it's just a quick, different take on pizza. Easy 3-ingredient Nutella rolls to whip up for your kids as an after-school snack, or if your kids are already out of school or you homeschool, you just have kids at home, this makes for something super fun to get them in the kitchen with you this summer. These Nutella roll-ups are definitely a favorite in my house. I've made them many times. I'm just gonna bake them according to the Crescent directions. So I have my oven preheating to 375 degrees. I am going to spray my baking sheet just to prevent sticking. And because I'm opting to use a small baking pan, I'm only going to make 4 at a time. But if you wanted to go ahead and use a bigger one, you could just prep all 8 at once. So I've got my crescent rolls pulled out and separated into their triangles. And I'm just gonna put a little spoonful of Nutella kind of at the top in the middle of each one. It's okay if you put a lot and it oozes out. It makes for great dipping. And then you're just going to roll it up. This one, I think I was really feeling the chocolate in. There's gonna be a lot of chocolate in that one. And you're just gonna do the same thing with the other 4. All right, they are all rolled up. I'm going to, like I mentioned, bake according to the package directions, which says 9 to 12 minutes. I'm gonna put them in for 10, and then I will check them. I just wanna make sure the dough is nicely browned, not burnt, but completely cooked through. Okay, I did cook mine for 12 minutes, and now I'm just using this fine mesh strainer, putting a little powdered sugar in it. A little bit does go a long way, and I am sprinkling the top while they are nice and warm. My kids are going to be so excited when they see these as an after-school snack. Let them cool or eat nice and warm. I'm gonna cut one in half so you can see. And if your kids are already out for the summer, this makes a great summer treat. And your kids can actually make this with you since it is so simple. This one's mine. I'll save the rest for the kids. This Italian chicken bake is so easy to throw together. Just pop it in the oven and dinner is served. My oven is preheating to 350 degrees, and I am placing 4 chicken breasts on the bottom of my 9x13 baking dish. And then I'm taking a 23-ounce jar of any type of pasta sauce that you want. This is just the marinara from Target that I'm using, the Good and Gather brand, and I'm just pouring it all over the top of my chicken breasts. On top of the pasta sauce, I am just putting some fresh mozzarella cheese that I sliced up, and topping the cheese with about a 1/4 cup of fresh chopped basil. Okay, I've got my crescent dough, and I am just going to layer it over the top the best that I can. It's not going to cover fully. You can kind of pull on it if you want. It's okay if there's little holes. It does not need to be seamless or anything like that. I melted about 2 tablespoons of butter, and I'm just going to brush that over the top of my crescent dough. And then last but not least, I'm going to sprinkle some Italian seasoning on top. My oven is ready to go at 350 degrees. I'm going to bake this for 40 minutes, just until my chicken is done. I'm using kind of bigger breasts, so it might have to go for about 45, but your chicken just needs to be 165 degrees. Okay, it's only been about 20 minutes, so halfway through the cook time, but I don't want my crescent dough to burn. So I am gonna go ahead and cover it with foil and then get it back in the oven until it's done. Okay, so I did leave mine in for 45 minutes. The last 5 minutes, I did take the foil off so the top could crisp up and the crescent dough was not super moist. A lot of liquid from the pasta sauce, so I am going to get a spoon and add some to the top of mine. We're gonna have ours with a salad, but I just put this on the plate so you could see the chicken. Like I said, I did cook mine for 45 minutes because of how big my chicken was, but it smells delicious, and this is the second time we've made this and super yummy. The Sopapilla cheesecake bars are so delicious for dessert. And for dessert, I'm going to make some Sopapilla cheesecake bars. So I've got cinnamon, sugar, vanilla, 1 egg, 2 8-ounce packages of cream cheese that I've had sitting out for a while so it's nice and soft, some butter, and then 2 packages of crescent dough. I've got my oven preheating to 350 degrees. In my 9x13 pan, I did spray it with some cooking oil, and with my 1 can of crescent dough, I'm just going to put it in the bottom of my pan here, kind of spread it out so it covers the entire bottom, and then I am gonna just lightly pinch in all the edges so it's one flat piece of dough. To my mixing bowl, I'm adding in both packages of cream cheese and 1 cup of sugar. I am going to mix these together, and now I'm going to add in 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla and the egg. We're going to mix these in. Okay, now that my cheesecake mixture is done, I'm going to add it into my dish on top of the crescent dough and just spread out as evenly as I can. I'm taking my 2nd can of crescent dough and I'm going to layer this on top. Again, just trying to spread out the best that you can and pinching the seams as best as you can as well. I melted 4 tablespoons of butter, and I'm just going to pour that on top, and I would use a pastry brush, but it's in the dishwasher. So I'm just using the back of a spoon, which works perfectly fine, and I'm spreading that out to cover the entire top of the crescent. Then in a bowl, I have 1/3 cup of sugar and about 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Just going to mix that up. I love cinnamon and sugar together. Smells so good. I'm thinking 1/3 cup of sugar was probably more than I needed, but we're just going to sprinkle this all over the top. Yeah, I'm going a little more heavy-handed than I need to, but that's okay. This is gonna be super sweet and super yummy. Okay, so in my 350 degree oven, I'm gonna bake these for 25 to 30 minutes. I'll check them at 25. I wanna make sure nothing's burning. So if I need to cover it with foil, I will. But the test is if you shake it, you guys can't see it here, but it's nice and set. And of course your dough is cooked through. Once your cheesecake is done, let it cool for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then you can cut into it. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is so good. It's actually my first time making it this way, but I'm so glad I filmed it to share with you guys. Super yummy. So it is still, after 15-20 minutes, really warm in the middle, which is fantastic. However, you can just go ahead and put this in the fridge. Cheesecake is delicious cold as well. But if you did want to reheat it up, because this does need to be stored in the refrigerator because of the ingredients in it, you could just pop it in the microwave for 15 to 20 seconds and it is nice and warm and good to go. All right, those are the recipes that I have to share with you guys today. If you want to see more recipe inspiration, I'll have a video up here that I would love for you to check out. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Give this video a big thumbs up. Lets me know to continue sharing videos like this. Subscribe if you are new. I share a lot of yummy goodness from my kitchen. But that is it for today. I will see you in the next video. Bye.